What if I told you the person you can't stop thinking about is actually a messenger from your unconscious, a signal your mind is desperately trying to send you? Carl Jung called it projection. And once you understand what's really happening, you'll never experience obsessive thoughts the same way again. This hidden psychological mechanism explains why certain people dominate your thoughts, and why the ancient Stoics developed a powerful technique to break free. Your mind isn't malfunctioning. It's trying to tell you something important. According to Carl Jung, one of the 20th century's most influential psychologists, persistent thoughts about someone else are never random. They're messages from your unconscious mind, attempting to make you aware of something you've been ignoring. Jung discovered that we project parts of ourselves onto others, especially the parts we struggle to recognize. That person occupying your thoughts, they're holding a mirror to aspects of yourself you haven't fully acknowledged. This psychological mechanism operates beneath your awareness. When you feel inexplicably drawn to someone's qualities or repelled by their flaws, you're often encountering your own hidden traits reflected back at you. Jung called this projection, when your unconscious mind uses external relationships to communicate what you need to integrate within yourself. But projection goes even deeper. Jung identified specific patterns that explain why certain people consume your thoughts. First, your shadow, the parts of yourself you've rejected or denied. That annoying trait in someone that triggers an intense emotional reaction? It's often something you've suppressed in yourself. The intensity of your reaction reveals the power of that suppression. Second, your anima or animus, the feminine side in men or masculine side in women. When someone fascinates you inexplicably, they may be embodying qualities of your unconscious counterpart, qualities you need to develop within yourself. Third, your complexes. Emotional memory clusters formed from childhood. Someone who reminds you of an authority figure, a protective sibling, or a childhood friend can activate these complexes, causing their image to loop in your mind. The person isn't the source of your obsession, they're the trigger. Your unconscious is using them as a projection screen to show you what needs healing, integration, or acknowledgement within yourself. While Jung helps us understand why someone occupies our thoughts, the ancient Stoics provide a practical framework for what to do about it. Stoicism, a philosophical school founded in Athens around 300 BCE, recognized obsessive thoughts as a form of emotional attachment that creates suffering. They called it passionate disturbance, when your mind becomes fixated on something outside your control. The Stoics identified a crucial insight. The person in your thoughts has no power over your mind unless you grant it to them. It's your judgment about them, not the person themselves, that creates your emotional response. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his private journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic approach isn't about suppression. It's about rational examination. When someone dominates your thoughts, the Stoics would recommend these steps. First, practice cognitive distancing. Recognize that your thoughts about the person are separate from who they actually are. You're reacting to your impression, not their reality. Second, apply premeditatio malorum. Mentally rehearse the worst scenarios to remove their emotional power. Imagine they never return, never change, or never acknowledge what you want them to. Third, focus on what's within your control, your own responses, judgments, and actions. The other person's behavior is not. Jung helps us understand what's happening beneath the surface. Stoicism teaches us how to respond effectively. Together, they create a powerful framework for mental freedom. Here's how they work together. When someone is stuck in your thoughts, your first step is Jungian awareness. Ask yourself, what aspect of me is this person reflecting? What shadow, complex, or unconscious pattern might be activated? This brings the unconscious into consciousness. Your second step is Stoic rationality. Ask, is my judgment about this person clear and rational? Am I reacting to facts or assumptions? Can I control their actions or only my response? This shifts you from emotional reactivity to rational choice. The integration creates a powerful sequence: recognize, reflect, and redirect. Recognize the projection. Understand that your mind is using this person as a messenger. Reflect on the message. What part of yourself needs acknowledgement or integration? Redirect your focus. Apply Stoic discipline to focus on what's within your control. This dual approach breaks the cycle of obsessive thinking by addressing both the unconscious source and the conscious response. It transforms a mental prison into an opportunity for growth. The person who occupies your thoughts becomes not a source of suffering, but a guide pointing toward greater self-awareness and emotional freedom. Let's put this combined approach into practice with a 3-step technique you can use immediately. Step 1. Journaling. The next time someone dominates your thoughts, write down exactly what qualities or behaviors trigger your strongest reactions. Be specific. These triggers are your projection points, the places where your unconscious is speaking to you. Step 2. Questioning. Ask yourself, if this reaction is about me, not them, what might it be saying? Look for patterns in your life history. When have you felt this way before? What unacknowledged part of yourself might this person represent? Step 3. Redirection. Apply the Stoic principle of focusing only on what you can control. Create a clear boundary between their actions, uncontrollable, and your responses, controllable. Write down 3 specific actions you can take that depend only on you. This process transforms obsessive thoughts from a mental trap into a pathway for growth. The person who once occupied your mind unwillingly becomes a teacher, revealing parts of yourself that need integration and acceptance. The ultimate insight from both Jung and the Stoics is this: true freedom comes not from controlling others or circumstances, but from understanding yourself and mastering your responses. Your mind's fixation isn't the problem. It's the solution trying to emerge. Next time someone invades your thoughts, remember, your mind isn't tormenting you. It's trying to complete you. The way out isn't through forgetting them, but through understanding what they're showing you about yourself. What unconscious message is waiting for you to discover? What projection needs to be recognized? Your freedom begins with that question. Carl Jung once wrote that everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The Stoics would add that this understanding is the first step toward true freedom. Here at Silver Screen Stoics, we bridge ancient wisdom with modern psychology to transform mental obstacles into opportunities for growth. If the intersection of Jung's depth psychology and Stoic principles resonates with you, our journey into the mind's hidden mechanisms continues next week. Your unconscious is always speaking. The question is, are you ready to listen?